Hi and welcome to this autoemotional.com presentation for an absolutely gorgeous BMW M5 presented on 57 plate. This has got to be one of the most powerful cars we've ever had in at Auto Emotional, and this particular example is an absolute pleasure to behold and drive. The car is presented on the blue-black carbon effect and really does look menacing from absolutely any angle that you do view her at. Absolutely in pristine condition. The car is coming with a host of upgrades. This car was close to about 80,000 with I think about £5 change when purchased from brand new by its single owner. There is just one owner on the car. As you can see, of course, it's got the front PDC, parking distance control, and the headlight wash system. The 19-inch BMW alloys with, of course, excellent condition Continental tyres, and those all important M5 grills, which basically just let this absolute beast breathe when it's firing down the road. For those of you watching this video, lots of you will be doing it just to see what this vehicle is all about. The rest of you who are intent on purchasing a car like this, not only are you not going to find an example in better condition and in such high spec as this one, but you will also realize that you are looking at what could only be described as King Kong on the road, to be honest. The bells and whistles on this car won't be able to be captured on video because there's just such a huge list to go through. Of course, all detailed throughout autoemotional.com. You've of course got the brushed aluminium trim throughout the vehicle, airbags galore, the Logic 7 audio system, which is absolutely powerful on this beast of a car. Of course, you can see the little touches with the M logos throughout. Not only that, from pretty much any stance, the BMW is just a monster car. To be honest, one of the best views of the car is actually the rear, which tends to be the view that most people get when they're next to one of these, because these powerhouses, when you put your right foot down, are absolutely monstrous when it comes to the power. Again, the car is in absolutely pristine condition. The little boot lip spoiler there, all the Continental tyres wrapping the 19-inch BMW M5 alloys in absolute perfection. Factory tints all the way around. Every single thing, an option and upgrade, was done at BMW with no expenses spared whatsoever. Heated seats in the rear with auxiliary in to get your MP3 players, so on and so forth. Of course, you've got the rear armrest with the airbags throughout, and again that white and silver leather trim throughout, hand stitched with the airbags. And just an example of the spec of this car, you'll notice that the door locks are actually up, but I simply touch the button with my finger and the car unlocks itself as long as you've got the key with you. So again, simply touching the button will lock the car, and grabbing the handle will open her up. Again, the M5 kick panels throughout the vehicle, all the gubbins on the car, including the Logic 7 speaker system, brushed leather, hand stitched throughout this vehicle. As you can see, the spec on this car is absolutely second to none. The electric memory seats, both heated and cooled, and in flawless condition with the M logos embossed into the headrest. Jumping into the vehicle, I mean, really and truly, this is a place where you want to be if you're a driver. To start the vehicle, it's just a simple matter of pushing the start-stop control, and the car absolutely fires into life. You will notice I didn't pull the door because they do actually close by themselves, as you'll be able to see in the wing mirrors, which of course power fold up, and at the touch of a button power fold down as well. And of course they are electric. You'd expect nothing less on a vehicle like this, that being the passengers and that being the drivers. And if you can make out in the windscreen just a tiny dot over there saying 0 miles per hour, because this vehicle does actually have the heads-up display unit, which, as you can see, when you're powering through the gears, you just want the key information on the actual vehicle windscreen right in front of you. The car has got an absolute mammoth host of functions, including of course the telecommunications equipment. When you scroll through the menu on this particular vehicle, you've got communication, which will be the hands-free telephone, of course. You can then set up the climate for not only the vehicle but for the actual seats themselves. You've then got the navigation system, which is flawless and absolutely bang up to date. And then of course the entertainment, which on this vehicle comprises of FM, AM, CD changer, auxiliary input, as well as Sky TV. You've then got all the heating and cooling and climate controls, with of course the front loading 8 CD changer and DVD player as well. The air conditioning can be set to max, which absolutely chills you to the bone and literally is just so powerful. Of course all of that can be switched off. You've then got individual climate control for both the passenger as well as the driver. The audio absolutely works bang on, but really and truly it's the brake horsepower coming through the rear quad exhaust, chrome tipped of course, that really is the music to your ears. You've also got the controls to adjust the seats for the passenger as well as for the driver, which as you can see there will just pop up on the screen. This is the powering seat, so that as soon as you take a corner at high speed, the vehicle actually holds you in your seat slightly more, which of course as you can see there with the blue light on, it's cooling. And you can also heat the seats 3-way, and I mean you get instant heat on these seats. It's absolutely incredible. That more than famous BMW gearbox, which has that little magic button that says power, releasing the complete brake horsepower that this car produces. This is an absolutely animal on the road. You have of course got the cruise control there, as well as the adjustment on the steering wheel to get it in the absolute perfect driving position for yourself. You've then got the check computer and trip computer, and of course all the windscreen wipers and elements. The road pilot system there just warning you of any cameras. You've also got the paddle shift to go through all the gears, just like in the Formula 1 system. Of course you can go through absolutely everything on the steering wheel system, including the telecommunications equipment, and that all important M badge just reminding you of exactly what you're in. The hand stitched leather chunky steering wheel with the trademark M colors, and this particular vehicle is absolutely flawless. It's just an absolute beast of a car. Piloting this car is more correct a terminology than driving. And of course in the M folder, the single owner from brand new has got comprehensive service, and of course it's all been done at BMW, which will all be detailed for you, and absolutely 100% bang up to date, the last service being at 45,000 plus, and the car currently sitting at just 52,000. Once again, this auto-emotional presentation for an absolutely awesome BMW 5 Series M5, of course, the vehicle with the Logic 7 upgrade Sky TV package, believe it or not, heated, cooling, powered seats, paddle shift on a 57 plate with comprehensive BMW service history in the best color combination, brushed aluminium trim throughout with the black carpets, white stitched silver leather, airbags galore, full comprehensive service history, of course the black suede roof lining and the tilt and slide electric glass sunroof, and the SOS button. There's just so many features of this car. We're not going to capture it all on video. Alas to say that it is an absolute awesome powerhouse of a car, which will be detailed comprehensively with all of its service records on autoemotional.com. If there are any queries, please do not hesitate to forward us. And if you are looking for a test drive, it's not a problem to prove the worthiness of this vehicle, but please do not forget your valid insurance, which we will not allow a test drive on this vehicle without, and of course your license. And I believe it should be a pilot's license once you've taken this car for a bit of a spin on the track. An absolute awesome BMW M5 presented exclusively through autoemotional.com. We look forward to all your questions and queries. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you very much for watching this autoemotional.com presentation.